Happy Thursday, setters. The recession got to be the topic in the last couple of weeks. A lot of people ask, are we going to have a recession? I don't think this is even a question. I think we are going to have a recession. The question that we should ask is, are we going to have a minor recession or a hard recession? Joe Biden seems to think we are going to have a minor recession. Hey, a US president coming out publicly said nothing to be concerned. I think we should be concerned. This day, I don't know whether the politicians is better acting or Ryan Reynolds is better acting. For me, it doesn't matter anyway. I will remain the same. My plan is to invest, but I haven't invested yet. But I'll show you what are the key levels in the stock market before I will take any action. Thank you. S&P 500. I said earlier of the week I like to be a short-term buyer. It did have a bounce, but I couldn't enter. I didn't find any area that was attractive, so yes, I sat on the sideline. Now, where to from here? If I drop down to hourly, you will see why I couldn't enter it. I mean, that was a very aggressive entry Monday morning, but come on, I don't really like to trade Monday morning too much. And then after that, it just went straight up. Okay, and that is not very nice. It could be like that. Look at that. Straight up, range for a few days, and then boom. Price action currently, let me clean up a little bit so you can see a bit clearer. Currently here are quite similar. So we could see this break and then drop lower. That's my view anyway. So I don't want to buy unless, even though this break higher here, stay above 3,700, we run into another resistance around 3,750. It's just not great reward to risk anyway. I want to be a seller, but currently I have to wait until the open, maybe a breakout below this area. Let me get you the exact price. 3,660 area, then I'll consider to sell. All right. I didn't mention I haven't started investing yet because you can see weekly chart. We are still on a weekly downtrend. I see price minimum going to test this around 3,500 area. This is pre-COVID high, right? So I see this been tested. So we could see this coming and then range a little bit and then break lower. I think we are going to see a bit lower because at the moment inflation is still really high. The core fundamental hasn't changed, technicals hasn't changed. So I'm not going to be the smartest person thinking let's going to find the bottom. No, bottom I don't think is in yet. So I'll stay patient. So if the main index S&P 500, I don't think it's bottom yet, what's the bloody point going to buy individual stocks? So I'm not going to try to be the smartest person again. Moving on to NASDAQ, there's a couple of levels that I am looking at. So yeah, weekly, you can see is weekly downtrend. Go to a daily chart, you can see we're rejecting these trend line resistance now in the 20 EMAs. You can see last time rejected here, and then we're on the trend line resistance. I thought we could go a bit higher back to a double top, but we shall see. Price actions not agreeing too bullish anyway, so you can see a very similar price action again like this. Monday went straight up and then now ranging. It's arguable, it's already broken the head and shoulder around this area, just testing it, but I'm not gonna get too excited until this level breaks, so below, cleanly below 11,000. So very similar price action like here, we could see a drop. So be careful with that. I have zero interest of buying for the minute. I potentially will be a seller, but there's quite a lot of earning coming out recently. I think last night we had the Tesla earning, nothing severe, so you know, but the price post market did drop a little bit. So let's see the pre-market a little bit later. European indices, I said, yeah, you can look at the DAX is trying to hold this level here. You know, arguable maybe if you draw this trend line a bit lower, it's already that. So remember, resistant area could be a zone, not a straight line. Let me just clean this up. Let's go to a monthly pivot. So currently sitting in a support resistance zone. So it was the resistant, lows of support interacting around this 12,600 area. So where do we go from here? Again, needs to be a little bit lower first, right? So a bit lower today, so cleanly breaks. Maybe tomorrow daily pivot. Let's have a look at the pivot today. Yeah, let's see if it breaks below S1, close to S2, come back, then tomorrow daily pivot will step down, and that will be more relevant. Remember guys, daily pivot is just another conferences that I use with support resistance. Price action is always the most important thing. So I won't blindly think, oh, if tomorrow daily pivot say is stepping down or stepping up here, I'm going to set my order there or this. You need to find your zone. This is an area that I'm looking at. If pivot tomorrow, step down, coincide with your planned area, excellent. So this is what we rephrase as plan your trade, trade your plan. So this is how it works. So won't be today, it probably might be tomorrow on a Friday, which I don't trade awful lot, but let's see what happens tomorrow. Okay, moving on to the currency side. Dollar index, I said I'm going to buy when it breaks this area, so I did. So I don't buy directly on the dollar, I sell the euro, so I am still in the trade at the moment. I'm not going to add in the trade until this soft level break. So this, and then could be tomorrow, and then I'll take it down to, well, take some profit there or something like that. So still in the trade, nothing changed, picture doesn't change anyway. It's very typical to now when I'm doing this recording is around 10 o'clock morning UK time. That's not awful lot happening anyway. If it happened, it should be in the morning around 6, 7. If not, it's the US Open. Remember I said most of the asset class I leading by the stock indices. Therefore, I am keeping my close eye on the US indices open. Pound was yeah, it's already drifting lower. It's weak anyway. I missed an entry yesterday, but it happens anyway while I'm sleeping. I did wanted to take a retest in around this 11340 area, but by the time I got up already, it's already breaking lower, so that's fine, no problem. So I, could have taken that, but I am in euro dollar at the minute, so that's fine for that. So again, with pound, if you do want to trade it, I think it will be safer to get below this area first, then take it lower. So at the moment, I'm sitting on the sideline. It could be an option. If I see it break lower tomorrow morning, I could be a pound seller. So mainly buying the dollar, all right? One of the members said that he was keeping an eye on dollar cat. Fundamentally, there's not much, there's nothing wrong. Fundamentally, cat is weak. It's just the price action I don't like. It's, currently this pullback here is sitting on, apart from a little trend line or the EMAs, there's nothing. It's no, solid sort of support resistant to me. So that's why I didn't trade that. And also price action, if you drop down to an hourly, it's not something that I get excited about, isn't it? It's just like that, sideways. So for me, sitting it out, using dollar Swiss as a reference, you can see dollar Swiss, big buying yesterday. I would like to see this break 175. So just for the sake of it, so 180, yeah, put it in there. I'm not going to trade. I'm never a big Swiss trader. Arguable, that's probably a better trade than cat because it is at a level, more solid level here, and take it long. But hey, like I said, I'm already on euro dollar, so happy. My main plan is to buy dollar anyway. So not going to be excited to trade Swiss francs, but I like to see it break higher to benefit my euro dollar trade. Moving on to commodity, is definitely bearish. If you look at the, just clear the daily pivot first. The weekly chart is trying to break major level 1700. It's now below, staying below at the moment, so we could see price going as low as 1450. How do we trade this? I mean, arguable the best entry was here, the double top on the top area, and then maybe a retest there. Apart from that, it hasn't presented any good clean area for me, so I think I will let it break this level first, so ensure that in here. Okay, so break the previous low, come back, and then this on a 4 hour, not a daily. When gold decided to move, it moves quickly, so I would use a 4 hours rather than daily trend. And when you trade 4 hours in here, for instance, take some profit or whatever the low was and then leave some running. That's how I trade anyway, but it's up to you guys. All right, silver, still hovering around $18. Yes, still hovering around 1840 at the moment. I think I don't want to take any action until then. Arguable that was an aggressive entry through here, you know, fake out and retest, but I missed that. That's fine. So wait for this break and then look for a retest and to short under $18. Cryptocurrency, boring. I mean, it's ranging. We obviously saw a bit of bounce in indices Monday, Tuesday. The bounce in cryptocurrency is weak. Wow, come on, what's going on? So how do we trade that? I think again, similar like gold, let's just cleanly break off this range first. Yeah, 18,000 on Bitcoin, too short. So that's my plan anyway on this. Ethereum, 4 hours, you see we have a range. So, you know, is when it's on a downtrend, you have a flag or a range, whatever you want to call it. It is a bearish pattern. I don't want to trade inside here, so what I do is wait for this break, come back, yeah, use the EMA or support resistance to short it. So under, let me get you the exact price, need to break 1200, come back 1230, something like that. Look for good price action to short. All right, so that's all for the plan anyway. You should have your own plan. If you don't have one, then coming into my recording or my webinar hoping you will do well in the market, it would be very difficult. You should always have your own planning and come to my webinar or use my recording just as a reference to yourself. If it's aligned with your plan, probably is a good thing. If it doesn't align with your things, your plan, come and speak to me or drop me a message, or don't follow me because I could be wrong, you know. So thanks for watching. If you do have any question, drop me a message. If you are not on our community, very simple, drop me a message and I will add you into our community for free. Thanks for watching. Happy trading, healthy investing. Thank you.